This hourly segment is sponsored by Garden Sense, airing Sundays 12 noon to 1 p.m.
One station making history every day.
Chicago, Chicago.
Now, Jake Hartford.
89.
Welcome to the NATO Chicago Summit 2012 Everybody's Got a Beef Special.
Where's the beef?
With your host, Jake Hartford. But first, the official NATO anthem.
Bad you're crazy. Too bad you're loony as hell. So long, it could have been swell together. Too bad you're wacko. How sad your marbles are gone.
All gone.
We could be dancing till dawn, but you're too weird for words. How did you get so strange? You were such a beautiful kid. Now you are so deranged. Was it Mom and Daddy? Something I did?
Too bad you're no-go.
Too bad.
You should be locked in a cell.
How sad you're great, but hey, what the hell? You're crazy.
You're off the deep end.
Voyage.
Your life's a practical joke.
Quel dommage. I'd bail you out, but I'm broke. Your brain's completely fried. Life's just a party trick to you. Clown jokes and lots of booty-doo. It's time to put that on the shelf.
Loving you is three-ring circus.
You do look fetching. Too bad. It could be catching. Egads. I'm a little bit crazy, Mark.
Not true.
Just a little bit crazy, Mark.
Not you.
I'm a little bit crazy myself.
6:08, hour number 2 of the NATO Summit 2012 Chicago Special. Everyone's got a beef. John Cass of the Tribune will be joining me later on. Jim Johnson is here with the news.
Yeah, usually I listen to you while I'm driving up to the North Woods, but watching this is like watching sausage being made. It's pretty good. Interesting.
It is very interesting, but it's very inconvenient for a lot of people. And a lot of businesses are really getting hurt by this summit because these people are staying in their hotels. They will get their little motorcade, and I think in some cases not so little. And they will go to the McCormick Place, and there's different dinners for them and stuff, and that's about it. I don't think they're going to go see Chicago. I don't think you're going to see a bunch of them walking around Buckingham Fountain tonight.
It's killing. I was walking around late yesterday. A lot of stores have police in front of them because they're afraid protesters might come by. I think that's killing merchants a lot because there aren't enough NATO Summit people here shopping yet to make it worthwhile. And I think a lot of locals stayed home. They're not coming downtown.
And they said that supposedly 20,000 people were coming with all the different delegations. And I checked hotels. Boy, their hotels are empty. A lot of the downtown hotels are empty, and they're running specials to get people here because I think people are just staying away. And as I said earlier, if you're coming downtown today and you expect to park either for free in some spaces or park at the parking box and put the money in, that is not going to happen. Downtown, for the most part, is all no parking. So you can't park at the parking box and pay, which means the city's going to have to pay out to the parking company again for the loss of revenue, $6 a space for how many spaces there are. And when they had meters, Jim, you used to be able to count the meters and know how many spaces. Now you just have space.
You just cram in there.
So who determines how many cars they're losing, right? Yeah, is it 10 SUVs versus 18 Mazda 3s?
I don't know. I watched as I drove over today. I watched police questioning a young man in a van. I'm telling you, there were more cops per block, I don't live too far away, than I've seen in my lifetime. And they were, making sure everybody's checking out, see why this guy apparently had a flat tire or something, and he was on lower whacker. Man, you would have thought that he was a bank robber.
I got a call last night from a woman who's like, she says, I have to work on Sunday. And I usually take the CTA. She lives down on South Indiana. She's about a mile from McCormick Place, but they're going to have Roosevelt closed between Lakeshore Drive and Michigan, I believe. The protest march is going down Michigan, and there's usually buses on South Indiana. Well, she said she went to the CTA site to kind of find out where stuff, and a lot of stuff is being rerouted. Supposedly they can tell you to the minute where their buses are. Well, they really can't. Not for this. They're rerouting stuff. And she was also told the nearest bus to her would be on State Street, but they're not going to let people supposedly cross Michigan Avenue because they have the protesters marching through. So, okay, you stay. If you want to get to State Street, you better leave early in the morning before we set up the barricades for the protesters. So, and I didn't even know who this woman was. She just came to me for help. I said, I can't help you. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? 591-8900. Todd in Glendale Heights.
Yeah, hi. Actually,
Todd?
I'm missing work right now, but...
Todd, hold on, Todd. Wait a minute.
Breaking news now.
No, that's not it. Hold it, Todd.
How well do you know NATO?
Yes. Before you get to what you want to say, Todd, you're going to be the first person. We're going to test your knowledge of NATO.
Well, I think I want to see a bumper sticker that says "Vote conservatism," because you can't fix stupid. I mean, everything you're saying today, and all your callers and everything. I mean, the liberals have gone off the deep end. I mean, look, I work at a union, and liberals, I got to deal with them every day. You try to reason with them. These people are just out there. You can't fix stupid. That's what Ronald Reagan said, and he was right.
I think Ron White says it too. All right, we're going to test your knowledge of NATO, Todd. Okay. Here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to give you a name. You tell me, is this a NATO president or prime minister, leader of a country, of there's 60 countries that are here, or is it the name of an NBA player? All right?
Okay.
You don't have to tell me the country or the team, but you tell me, is it a NATO official or an NBA player? All right, here we go.
Can you give me a better question?
No, that's it.
Is this person intelligent or not?
No, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give you the name. You tell me. Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. Is that a NATO leader or is that an NBA player?
At this point, I really don't care because I want my country to get its act together and start creating jobs and get our economy act together. This NATO stuff doesn't really concern me at all. What I want is some political leaders to do their job, pass a budget, balance the budget, and get our people back to work. That's the important thing.
Oh, that's never going to happen.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's never going to. That's never.
Like I said, I want to see a bumper sticker that says, "Vote conservatism. You can't fix stupid."
See, now I'm trying to have you show how smart you are by telling me: is Serge Ibaka, is he a NATO leader or a NBA player?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm not going to answer, but ask away.
Okay. Well, what does that have to do with our economy and our country and our freedoms here?
Nothing.
Okay, so why should I answer a stupid question like that?
Because I asked it.
You have to look, Jake. You're a really good guy. But why would I even bother even dealing with?
See, now you sound like
you can't fix stupid. Okay.
Now you sound like a politician, Todd. Now you sound you're equivocating. You're a politician. Thank you, Todd.
Well, and you are too.
Bye-bye.
Because you make more sense than anybody on the radio.
Bye-bye, Todd. I'm sorry. Know your NATO. You should know all this NATO stuff. You know how I'll know the NATO trip is really working? And they're spreading power in the economy? If we see a couple of those motorcades with all the black vehicles parked outside a strip club. And you see the Prime Minister of Luxembourg trying to give his, asking for dollars for his coins. Yeah. And the Secret Service will take him there. Where do you want to go? Would you like to go to a restaurant for some food that you can get in Luxembourg, or would you rather go to a strip club? I'm telling you, they're going strip club. John in the car. Hey, John, you're on 89 WLS.
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. Hey, guys, I'll play. If I want to play, I'll play.
Hold on.
Yep.
How well do you know NATO?
All right, here we go. Here is the name. Is this a NATO official, head of a country, or is this an NBA player? Hamed Haddadi. Hamed Haddadi.
Man, that sounds like a NATO dude.
A NATO?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, it's an NBA player.
Oh, man.
Plays for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay.
Anyway, what's on your mind this morning, John?
I just listen to that guy talk. I kind of agree. I want our country to get back on the right track, but we got to have a little fun once in a while. And you guys are trying to have fun, and I just wanted to join in on the fun a little bit. But it's costing me a little extra money today. I'm coming from Milwaukee going to Indianapolis. I got to go around the city now on the and pay all the tolls instead of cutting through town.
Well, you can come. Well, see, the only way you'd get stuck in Chicago on the Kennedy would be if you happen to hit it when they're closing it down for a motorcade from the airport.
Yeah, that'd be just my luck. So.
Yeah, it's always my luck.
Yeah.
All right.
But it pays for the tolls anyway. So.
Well, it's going to be a lot of them. Take care, John.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, a lot of tolls. A lot of tolls. Nina in Chicago. Good morning, Nina. You're on 89 WOS.
Good morning.
What's on your mind this morning? What can I do for you?
You're on a question.
What, Nina? You're mumbling.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm asking, can you question me?
How well do you know NATO?
You know NATO?
Do you?
You know a lot about NATO. All right, you tell me, is this a NATO official or an NBA player?
Who?
Igor Luksic.
Both.
No. It's one or the other. And we're grading on the curve this morning, Nina.
Cool.
NBA
NATO.
player, NATO? You're right. He's the Prime Minister of Montenegro.
Great.
Yeah. You know anything about Montenegro?
A lot.
What do you know about him?
Big black mountains.
Wow. Did you ever hear, if you want a phrase from Montenegro, say Dobar Dan. You know what that means? Dobar Dan. You know what that means?
Good day to you.
I mean, yeah, good afternoon. All right. Thank you, Nina. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See, we have some intelligence. Still sleeping, but we have intelligence here. 6:19, back after this on 89 WLS.
An ABC News update is just minutes away. 89 WLS and online at WLSAM.com.
6:24. It's your NATO Summit Special. What's your beef? If you're driving in on the Stevenson, it's closed at the Ryan. You either go north or you go south. That's it. And if you're going to use any of the ramps that goes from the Ryan outbound or inbound to go to the Cermak feeder, that's all closed. You can't get to it. Can't get to it. Lakeshore Drive between 39th and Belbo, that's closed too. Roosevelt between Michigan and Lakeshore Drive, closed. There's going to be various street closures downtown tomorrow around the Art Institute. The First Lady's having a party there. So they're closing a lot of streets downtown tomorrow. There'll be rolling closures today for the dignitaries coming in from the airport. So be aware.